Gamer Hushu here, back with another video. I just thought I'd kind of record my impressions, because I just walked out of a showing of Alita Battle Angel. I went on, I suppose you could say, a recommendation of Jeff Thu. I don't know, I always want to pronounce it Geoff, because it's Geoff, but Jeff Thu. Known as Mother's Basement on YouTube. And essentially, I only watched a little bit of his video on the movie initially. And essentially, what he said about it is he thought it was really good, but was kind of sad because it wasn't necessarily marketed all that well. It came out early February to not very much fanfare, so it's not doing overly well in the box office, which is sad because what it is it's a completely solid live action adaptation of a manga, and I think it was also an anime called Gun M. I forget. It's a combination of the word gun and the letter M. I forget if there's two N's or two M's, but it was a graphic novel manga. Then I think it became an anime. Anyway, kind of to my opinions on it. So I am completely unfamiliar with this manga and anime, which is why I struggle to explain, because I think I heard the term, or like the name of it, at one point a while back. So I've heard of this story just in passing as, oh yeah, that's a good anime. You know, like people tell me I should watch Trigun, and people tell me, oh, you should definitely watch One Piece, and oh, you should totally watch XYZ. There's tons of great animes. And I get a lot of recommendations from Jeff Thu, whatever. But so essentially it's a female-led action film in a time of, oh, Captain Marvel's going to be the big thing. Alita Battle Angel is a female superhero movie. Sure, she's a cyborg, instead of, you know, a super-powered flying chick like Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel. But it's a female-led superhero film. That's pretty cool. And the fact that, you know, it has Japanese origins is whatever. Godzilla has Japanese origins, and one of the big movies of the year is a Godzilla movie. I'm struggling to what even to talk about, but essentially it's about a cyborg woman, teenager. I don't know, I guess she's like 17, 18, that teenager. And she's found in a scrapyard below this giant flying city. And so there was a gigantic war 300 years ago, and all the flying cities crashed except this one. So, like, almost all the people in the world live below this flying city. And it's essentially, it becomes a thing of her discovering who she is, and just kind of a really cool cyberpunk story. Because it's like, I almost want to call it like Blade Runner. I've never seen Blade Runner, like the idiot I am. But it's a world of a mesh of complete cyborgs and people with cybernetic prosthetics and normal people. So all these different people, it seems like about half the characters in the movie, half the humans in the movie have one cybernetic limb or another. But essentially what it becomes is this girl, Alita, is a former warrior from the was it United Nations of Mars, and so she was a part of the attacking army and got, kind of scrapped and left in the junkyard below this flying city. So then she's found by a cybernetics doctor, put back together, and essentially becomes a warrior for peace and warrior for good. But the fun of it it's a really simple story in the movie, but the fun of it is just what they do with it, because like almost all the enemies that she fights are like these crazy teched out cyborgs. This whole group of, they call them hunter warriors, which I think is probably a fun mistranslation pullover from the Japanese, where they have a word that means hunter and warrior, so they call them that in English. I don't even know where to go with it. It's really well done. They do this whole thing where, to give it the right kind of feel, the actress's eyes are like blown up gigantic to like 3 times the size they would normally be. So they're big anime eyes. And I think that freaked out a lot of people. But you kind of just get used to it, and it's like, yeah, it's Alita. And none of the other cyborgs look normal. She's like the most convincing, most human-looking cyborg in the movie, just about. I don't know, I'm rambling a bunch, but I really enjoyed it. It's really great action. It's surprisingly brutal in the fact that most of the action scenes are cyborg on cyborg, so it's mostly, like the blue blood from Detroit become human, and smashing up parts, tearing off others' arms, metal arms, and the like. It's of course really fun because it reminds me a lot of Full Metal Alchemist and the automail in that, where there's just a bunch of random people with automail in some parts, and people have to get put back together every so often when they get smashed up, just like Ed Elric. But the thing is, the brutality of it ends up kind of transferring over to human characters. So there's a couple times that human characters just straight up get cut in half, and they don't linger on it, but there's like, they very clearly got sliced in half and are bleeding out, like Darth Maul sliced in half, except bloody gash wounds. It's kind of freaky. I do have to say, it was kind of freaky, but I don't know. I've been so rambly, but it was really good. It really deserves better box office than it's probably going to get, because, especially with how Captain Marvel's looking, if Captain Marvel's as a low effort as it's starting to sound like it is, Alita Battle Angel is a better female superhero than Captain Marvel. Obviously I haven't seen it, and almost nobody's seen it, but I don't know. It's fun. They have a crazy mixture of race cars and punching each other in this motorball sport that takes up a good chunk of the movie. I don't even know what I'm doing. But go see it if you're interested at all in just good, solid action films, and especially female-led ones. I mean, where there are 6 major characters, and 3 of them are women. Like, I don't know. The 3 most important characters, 2 of them are women. So it's a good female-led film. Whatever. Gamer who shoot out.